Hey y'all, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft. Still working on my daughter's senior album, but this is kind of a fun one. It's just a picture of her at work. I've been asking her for months, please get a picture of you at work so you can journal about that. It's been a big part of your senior year. She works 3 or 4 shifts a week as a cashier at a local restaurant. She makes pretty good money. So I have done a little piggy bank and some dollar signs. And I pulled out some random papers. Both of these papers are pretty old. I really like this kind of orangey burgundy plaidish thing in the background. And then this blue one that has some orange rust colors in the design as well. And then I want to pull out some blue. That one paper it looks gray a little bit in the picture, but really it's kind of a denim blue. So I want to border the paper with a blue of some description. So I'm going to play around with that. I have a bunch of different letters pulled out. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. I'm going to end up using 3 different alphas on this page. So I am going to do kind of a triangle coming in from the side. And I'm just going to no reason to optimize my paper because I have so much, but I didn't want to do a long triangle that left a bunch of scraps. So I'm going to, I've gone off and I've just cut using the 90-degree angle that was on the paper. And then I pulled out a whole bunch of ephemera. I also used the dark navy blue that I have to border that triangle. And then I'm putting the photo up a little higher, and I bordered that in the same navy. Oh no, I did gray. I did a dark gray for the photo. I could have double matted it using the navy as well, but I like the gray, and it's the same gray that I used for the piggy bank and the dollar signs. So I'm just trying to decide which alpha I'm going to use, and I'm decided to use this Vicky Bouton. I think it's from Bold and Bright. It's got some grays in it, which I like, and it's got some gold, and we're talking about Makin Bank, so I thought that was appropriate. And each one is a little bit different. So at this point, I'm not sure the word bank is going to fit. So I decided to call it Makin Bank. With T-Bones, which is the name of her restaurant. So I'm going to adjust things a little bit, scoot that over just a tiny bit so that I can put that Makin Bank on one line and it not look too out of whack. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to do with using these blue Creative Memories letters, and I decide I don't. So I'm not going to keep that. I'm like, nope, I don't love it. Maybe I get the whole word down before I decide I don't love it. Nope. And I want the word with kind of tiny because I want T-bones to stick out a little bit. So I'm looking through these school sticker books. Actually, one's not a school, one's like an everyday from Echo Park. And it's got some little white block letters. So I'm going to use those. I am inking them. I've inked all the ephemera, or I will ink all the ephemera. And then I realized I had done the Makin a little too perfect, so I want to mess those up a bit. And that allows me to scrunch them together a little bit also. And then the name of the restaurant is actually T-Bone Tom's. It was on Drive-Ins, Diners, and Dives once. Kind of barbecue. They have a big patio. She works inside, though, as a cashier, so she really enjoys it. She's been there a year and a half, I think, which is pretty good for a teenager. Oh, I do write the whole word T-Bone Tom. I say with T-Bone Tom, not T-Bone Toms, but at least I think that's what I do. Oh, no, I do write the whole word. Nope, I don't. It's been a couple days since I made this. I keep trying to use this Peachy Keen banner, and it's just not working. I think it comes off. So I've pulled some tickets and things like that, things that look a little rustic since it's a barbecue restaurant. And I'm going to let her journal on there if she likes. So I've just pulled out some grayish craft color, some navy, little things of red. I've got one ephemera that says special delivery because she does to-go orders, and another one that says something about deposit. So just playing around with the ephemera at this point, trying to figure out what I like where. Just trying to pull out a little more blue. And I made the little piggy bank on my Cricut along with the dollar signs. And I'm just trying to create some layers. And I'm getting there. And I had also pulled some stickers out of the, I think it was like an at-home sticker book, but some of it worked because it's about home cooking and stuff like that. So there are a few words that I thought were appropriate for the particular restaurant that she works at. And I had some old, super old Creative Memories star buttons and circle buttons, so I put those around for a little more blue. And then I wasn't happy with this at the bottom. It needed a few more layers down there. A few more elements. And I'm going to let that fall off the bottom of the page, so it's going to get cut. And now I'm finally ready to commit things. I did pop a few things up, like the piggy bank is popped up. And I know the piggy bank probably should have been pink, but it's okay. She's wearing a gray sweatshirt. I wanted gray. There's a few things on here that I think I forgot to stick down, but So just committing things now. Of course, I do use repositionable adhesive, so I can move things around usually if I choose. I like using those frames and cutting them in half like that if you don't have smaller pictures or smaller elements. And just trying to figure out the last few items. And instead of enamel dots, I'm going to use, I think, Nuvo drops. I do look for some enamel dots, but none of them are quite right. So I'm going to use some Nuvo drops, I think gold. Actually, kind of an orangey gold. And then I remembered I had some of these stickers pulled that I might want to use. There weren't very many on there that worked at this point. Just a couple of things. Those are some old Creative Memories, actually birthday, dimensional stickers. And this was a sticker that I had pulled off, but had forgotten to get it on the page. So I'm going to use this kind of orangey copper color, bright copper. I didn't like the shape of that dot. I'm just sprinkling a few around. And that's it. I think we'll do some close-ups. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. I've got lots more stuff coming up, including some cards, some more pages, another haul because I cannot stop buying, because Chamel's products are out and Paige Evans' products are out. So here I decided to add some glossy accents to the dollar signs to help them stand out since they were just gray. And so, and it settles in, you know, sort of self-levels. So I'm just filling that in. And that's on all three of them. And then the eye of the piggy bank. All right, thanks a lot, you guys. Let's take a close look. All right, see you next time.